Leroy was broken or something. I don't remember what it was. But you guys you didn't have to be, but you said you'd be at Streetcar Takeover Atlanta before it was now dismantled and gone. Yeah. And Garrett's like, let's just put your diesel truck in the trailer in the old DC. Mm-hmm. I'm like, this is not a good idea.
This was like a $4,000 trailer.
This is a 28-foot, 7,000-pound rated trailer, 5-lug axles. They show up, merch loaded in the front. I mean, like, 2 pallets of merch.
We didn't realize how heavy your truck was because it was cut up pretty good.
We put a 4-wheel drive diesel truck in there that still weighed like 6,000 pounds.
Yeah, you could tell the door bent as it pulled in.
Yeah. I was like, this isn't good. Garrett's like, just do it. So we make it all the way to Atlanta.
No blowouts?
Hang on. Melt a piston up there. So we hang out the rest of the time.
Yeah.
I think there was like a cut up like Tesla there too. Like that was like one of the first guys that ever cut a Tesla up, remember?
Yep, Tesla Racing Channel.
Yep. So we're on the way back. We get to the turnpike in the like Wildwood area.
Yeah, by the car
split. Yeah. And one of the trailer tires passes us. I was like, yep, there it is.
I was driving at the time too. I had the wheel and like both tires are off and I look back and it's just sparks dragging it.
I think one was completely gone already. We didn't know. And then the other one broke off.
And the other one, so it was probably one for a minute.
Yeah.
And probably a very short amount of time, right as we came down the hill.
Yeah.
And I was like middle lane in like
Cooper's
traffic.
Like, what do I do? Because you're still relatively new to like diesel, like towing anything then.
I didn't do that much towing, but
you're like driving straight line kind of guy.
But also I didn't know if like, at first my instinct is like, well, you know, if I just switch lanes, is the whole trailer going to go by us?
Yeah.
So like, I probably shouldn't just like, or like, am I going to, flip the trailer if I try to like cut into the lane quick to get over.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of just like, oh shit, do I just slow down and hope people don't rear end me?
Yeah. So like we pull over and apparently the tire that was still in there had been rubbing the inside of the fender well so much it got so hot it burnt the wood inside the trailer a little bit. Like it smoldered. Like if it wouldn't have happened, the trailer might have gone up in flames, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely plausible.
It would have definitely been all Bruce's fault, 100%, if that thing burned down.
It's always Bruce's fault. We pull over, leave the trailer there on the side of the road. I think that's when you guys...
Who builds a race car that heavy?
Y'all were at the Tampa house still.
Yeah.
So
we were like hours.
Me and you go back the next day, fix it on the side of the road.
Well, like
trailer was never the same.
Like it was a whole thing too, because we had to like go back, like somehow reverse down an on-ramp for like 2 miles to get back to the trailer because of where it was. You couldn't just like go back to it. It was like a 45-minute round trip drive to like get back to it.
It was one of them where there was an exit 10 miles, 10 or 20 miles further.
It's the worst turn ever in Florida. So we're like reversing down this on-ramp and I didn't know how to fix it at the time.
I was like, let's go.
So I was with Bruce and I was like, hopefully this guy knows how to fix it. I've known him for 2 weeks. Yeah. Hopefully he's not just some schmuck that just destroyed this trailer.
Bruce is pretty handy with stuff like that. So
yeah, side of the road repairs, I'm on it. So that's like one of our like christening stories of like stuff happening.
Leaving the trailer hours from your house. And then, not to mention I was panicking because both tires were gone. I was like, man, these could kill someone. Like legitimately 2 tires rolling down the highway could...
You see the horror story like Facebook videos.
You've seen some videos, yeah.
Paul's super bad about tire failures, big time on equipment trailers.
Lots of tire issues, whether they're brand new tires, whether
what was
they're
the
old
one
tires.
that just happened where he like where like the valve stem or something had a problem or it blew all the tires on his equipment trailer?
I've got it. I've had problems where the valve stems have been left loose when installing brand new tires. The inside of the dually tire on the semi-trailer will go basically flat, and those really stiff sidewall tires look full of air unless you really kick it, but they're not. And with it being on the inside, of course, it's flat. You drive it an hour, it disintegrates into the other tires.
And all the tires around it.
So then it's riding on one or all that weight on one. I've even had it where I pulled back into the yard and got a little too close to a skid steer sitting with a bucket.
Yeah.
Busted a couple.
Pointed tip on the bucket.
Yeah. I've tires, me and tires don't go.
Spend money on your trailer tires. You will
do it right the first time.
Appreciate it. Get spares as well. But also like a spare bearing is nice. And then the other problem was I think the whole wheel, like the whole drum was
gone.
The
whole drum is like part of it, yeah. So
I think the whole drum was
gone.
Yeah. Like the hub came off with it.
We beat the bearings and everything off of it. It was in bad shape.
Yeah, those axles were rough.
And then Kyle got the trailer, and now it's just, I was at Kyle's house the other day.
He still has it there.
Yeah, it's just sitting there green. He's like, yeah, that thing's a piece of junk.
Oh, yeah, I can't believe
he doesn't even want to sell it to anybody.
That's the other problem is, like, you can't really sell it to anybody, but trailers are so outrageous right now.
Dude, I know.
That thing doesn't even make sense.
Yeah. Well, tell me, like, I don't know the YouTube well, but here's the problem I see with it. Like, Bruce makes all these videos about beating on everything because that's the audience, you know. They love to see that. And then he's got to try to sell it after it. But all this stuff, it's like dirt all over the internet, right?
I would not buy something that Bruce used to own for sure.
That's why I have to trade it into dealerships. Let them take the hit.
Just got to go to them or like, I mean, I've had stuff too. I'm like, I can't.
That's like all of us though, because we've documented every little thing we've done to it, whether it be good or bad.
And I don't like selling things too because, like, everything I've ever sold, like, if that guy calls me up after, I'm like, no, this is not my problem anymore, dude. Like,
go to YouTube, you can see where I fixed it already.
Yeah, I'm like, this is your, like, when I buy something from someone, it's my problem at that point. Like, unless it's like a title issue or something.
Yeah. Unless it's stolen or something.
Yeah,
there's no warranties.
Yeah.
This
is the king of taillight warranty right here.
As is where is no warranties expressed or implied.